I'm Krista from Plant Lux, and today we are going to talk to you about a plant room. And today we did a plant room makeover, so we wanted to share that with you today and to give you some ideas in case you're thinking of doing maybe a plant room or maybe a plant room makeover, or even if you just want to take bits and pieces from what we're doing. And so that's what we want to do today and give you some ideas. So let's do it. Let's get right into it. We are just going to show you what we did, and hopefully you can get some ideas and apply them to your own roomscape. Along the way, hopefully I'll remember to tell you the names of some of the plants, so that way you know if you don't have them, you can run right out and get some. So I'll do the best I can to remind you of some of the plants. All right, so this is a plant hanger that Taylor and I made quite a while back. Literally a stake from Lowe's that we fastened with some twine and some hangers. Super cheap, under $10, very easy to do. You just need to know where your studs are, so that way you're screwing it into wood and it'll stay and it can hold some weight. Other than that, it's worked like a charm. Love it. So from that we hang some of these like twinkle light things. They have settings, they flash, they blink, they do their thing. We liked them, we thought they were fun. They're happy lights. We call them happy lights because you turn them on, they bring happiness. Try them, they work. And with plants, it's like a double effect. It's a synergistic effect with plants. Anyway, so starting here in the corner, we have a Monstera Adansonii. This is from a propagation from my bigger staked Monstera Adansonii, and it is doing really well. So we put it here. We actually did the hemp rope. What do you call this thing?
A macrame hanger?
Macrame hanger. Taylor and I did the macrames together. They're super easy. All you need to do is run out to Walmart, grab some of the twine rope. It's in a spool in the craft section. I think it's like $3. And you line it up and you tie it off. It's really easy. It doesn't have to be perfect. And we literally did not know what we were doing, and we did that's it. It was that easy. Anyway, so in a pot, and it's in a grow pot inside of this larger pot. So just so you know, it's doable. It has some feet here. Once they're Edsonia on it. Above it is this beautiful Hoya publicalis silver splash. And it is a real beauty that I don't remember where I got it from, but it is just a real gorgeous wonder. It's vining and climbing, and it's, yeah, really pretty. And then over here we have our cordatum. Gorgeous, gorgeous beauty that I know that we got all of our cordons at Plant Bar, and they did not come this large, but you know, it did grow, so it is giant. It goes to the floor. Yeah. So the cordatum, one of my favorite plants. Over here we have a Micans philodendron. This is actually a propagation from one of my philodendrons, and I'm proud to say, Taylor, finally, that I feel that I've caught up to yours. Maybe not all the way, but I have a vining plant that has legs like really long, so I feel really good about this propagation, who looks really good. So Micans philodendron. Here we have a string of hearts. I believe this was also a Plant Bar purchase. So, yeah. And I have since propagated this several times. I've chopped it off a few times. These are easy to propagate. Anyway, you can make a lot of those. Another cordatum from Plant Bar. All right. This guy right here is a poor rattlesnake calathea. And if you watch my videos, you know I can't own calathea, so no judgment, please. Yeah, thanks.
It actually doesn't look bad on camera.
All right, well that's good, because I am guilty as charged. I cannot own calathea.
It's a Monet.
A Philodendron Rojo Congo. This right here is actually a plant that was a rescue plant from Lowe's, and it was dying, and it looks like it's doing pretty well now, so yay me, I guess. I don't know. This is from a giant red emerald philodendron. This is a propagation that I took a little bit ago, maybe 6 months or so ago, and it is vining up this pole. I actually have a video, I'll link it in the description below, but yeah, so this guy's doing pretty well. I am not gonna lie to you, I put it in my basement and forgot about it. So someone's been watering it. Taylor, how many leaves did you take off of it? Maybe it was nearly dead?
No, I only took off like 2 or 3.
So yeah, but this is doing pretty well for a propagation. So pretty impressed with myself here. Maybe I shouldn't be at all. Plants that thrive due to neglect. Red emerald philodendron, folks. Okay, so Aglaonema falls under the umbrella of friendly people plant for people who have a limited amount of time and a limited amount of water. Here we go. Yeah, so it's funny how the two have very similar names, right? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Red emerald Aglaonema.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a plant where if you put it in a very low light situation, it'll do well. All right, so over here,
You're just gonna crawl on the floor.
I'm just gonna crawl on the floor. Yeah.
Just leave it like that. That looks good.
All right. Anyway, fiddly fig, doing well, looks amazing. It's big. Make sure you give it proper nutrition, which means fertilizing it regularly, and you have to have it in some sunlight. So here's the thing. I have 2 of these big guys. And I had one in my south-facing window. It was so happy. So happy. Anyway, keep it in a north-facing window or a south-facing window. I don't know. East windows, west windows, I don't have it in, so I can't really speak to that, really. But I will say this. South-facing window, it grew a ton, the other one that I have. This one has all it knows is north-facing window and very diluted light from in the hallway. So, which is also north facing. But it's good. It's alive. It's still happy. So, wow. Anyway, this guy is a propagation from my giant pothos that I have, a golden pothos. And I have to say, it needs more water.
Well, I spilled it like 10 times moving it.
Oh, okay. So we just need to fill it up. But, you know, this is the kind of plant, you know, the pothos leaves generally aren't this giant. But again, I propagated it and I took it from a very, very mature plant. The ones that are beautiful and healthy. Anyway, that is what is sitting in here. And right? So this is the newest propagation from my Ficus elastica, my rubber tree. It looks like it's doing good. I'm gonna be honest though, I didn't water it for a long time, so there is a little bit of leaf shed, which I guess is not unnormal for a propagation, but you know, we're gonna work on making sure that this guy does well. There are some clues that it's doing well, and the clues are, oh shoot, the clues it's doing well, wow, that sucks, are that it has a new growth point here, and it has a new growth point here. Here we have a Dracaena marginata, right, variegata. It's gonna turn into a giant tree, just like the one downstairs that I have had for 16 years. See, starts as a classroom plant, ends up as a tree in your house. Be careful. All right, this is a Hoya Crimson Princess, very pretty plant. This is a Philodendron Rio. It's a very interesting plant in that, you know, it has these silver striped leaves. It's so cool.
Looks like it's reverting.
Well, there are parts of it that are because I didn't have it in a very well lit place, but these are very beautiful and interesting leaves. And yeah, check this one out right here. Very cool. Very interesting.
Okay, stained it now.
Yeah, right. Alright. Here we have our cane variety of an angel wing begonia. This thing will continue to grow large. You can cut it, propagate it. I've cut and propagate this several times. This propagates very easily. Great plant to have. Very easy care plant. A lot of people are scared of having begonias, but I'll tell you right now, this is an easy one. Very easy. So two very beautiful philodendron Brazils. They are gorgeous and very easy to care for plants. So lots of Monstera deliciosa propagations. This is a propagation, that's a propagation, and I probably have maybe 10 other ones in the house that were from that big Monstera. Anyway, so here's another one, and it actually has a new leaf coming out here. Check it out. Then down here we have another Brazil philodendron. This was a grow plant. Look how big these leaves are. Isn't that crazy? That's just huge. Isn't that huge? That is a big philodendron leaf for a grow plant. For some reason, it just grew very large. All right, and then this right here is a Raven ZZ. It's crazy how the growth comes in like very light green and then it changes to this very dark black color. That's really cool. So this is Taylor's plant she got for Christmas from her other mother. And this is very pretty. I like it. It's different. The texture of the leaves is very philodendron-y. You know, it's like, it's really neat. It's not exactly like a Scindapsus pictus exotica because the leaves are more like smooth. and Exotica is more textured. So that's very cool. It's different. Over here we have this. I feel like the cats are eating the leaves on this ponytail palm because it looks like somebody gave it a haircut. I think the cats
they've been eating it.
They've been munching on this poor ponytail palm. Anyway, this is a really kind of cool ponytail palm. I dig a good ponytail palm. I think they're kind of an artsy, sculptural looking piece. Very cool. Obviously, yet another Brazil philodendron. We love them. So there's another one. This is an Enjoy pothos, which I absolutely dig the different variations of the leaves. I think this is a very pretty, very beautiful plant. And it just is so different from any other pothos. It really is. It kind of is, the leaves are so pretty they look fake. They're so neat. They're just really cool. Okay, so this is a Hoya Crimson Princess. We love our princesses. You know, lots of different leaf variety. Lots of new growth actually on this guy. Very cool. Oh, so pretty. Look how pretty. So many different leaves. Very beautiful. All right. And then we have up here a very beautiful neon philodendron, sometimes known as the lemon lime philodendron. Very pretty. And notice how this is very like expensive plant stand we made here. Like literally cinder blocks on, you know, put a little piece of wood on there that we cut with a miter saw. Nothing fancy. That's all we did. And then some candlesticks that we had laying around. Stuff around the house that we, you know, that made us laugh or that made us feel good or that we have a story about. We just, you know, put the plant in the pot or the mug or the whatever and, you know, or on the plant stand or on the candle stand, excuse me. And we just made it work, you know? I mean, because it's all about, you know, hey, what do we want the room to look like? And you know, what elements do we want to bring into it? What energy do we want to bring into the room? And, you know, usually it's like stuff that makes you feel good. It could be a rock. It could be an upside down bucket. I mean, when we talk about upside down, let's look at this real quick. I mean, this is the plant right here. But what we have going on here is an upside down container with a hole in it in case when we water it, you know, water doesn't go everywhere and, you know, disrupt the floor. So there you go, right there. Bam. Just put it right on. Look how pretty that looks. You know? So upside down pots, you know, not a big deal. Cinder blocks on wood, you know, it looks good. It looks pretty. You put some pots around it, nobody's gonna know. Who's gonna know? TikTok, let's do it. Why do I feel like I'm like stuck to the floor?
I don't know.
Jeez.
You can move to the bed now.
Plant trash, dirt. I feel like I'm hiking in my own house.
Your shoes look like you're hiking. What are those?
I don't wear high heels. I wear
your outro over there.
I wear like Crocs or stuff that feels comfortable on my feet. Yes, I still get my toes done. I want my toes to look pretty. That doesn't mean that I'm subjecting my toes to high heels ever. Unless someone's paying me to, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll wear high heels then. It's kind of like when you get old, like the elastic waistbands you like used to make fun of. You're like, yeah, that actually sounds like a good option now. Who would ever wear pants that don't have elastic around them? Like, why would you do that to yourself? I don't know. All right. Thank you for joining me yes, I did light some special candles that caught only one of my plants on fire. I'm just kidding. Well, one tiny leaf, so I think it'll be okay. Just the tip. Yeah. So one small, tiny casualty. Humidity does work, I am saying, because we didn't have that humidifier on earlier while we were like rearranging stuff. And it's, ever since she turned it on, like what, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, I feel good. Like I feel really good ever since you turned that on. There's something about it, especially in the winter. It's dry inside. We don't get to spend a lot of time outdoors, and you're kind of bringing like outside in, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Anyway, so thank you for joining me today, and I'm so glad that I get to talk to you guys and that someone's listening to me yammer on about my plants, because I absolutely love them. And I know I haven't been around a lot lately because I have like work and stuff, but you know, my passion and my love is definitely here with you guys in my plants. Not that my passion's not also doing, you know, my other job, but I just realized that I pushed myself in a corner there.
No, you didn't. You love teaching, but you love plants.
I love teaching, I love writing, I love what I do, but I really enjoy talking about plants, writing about plants, because I do love writing, and that is always going to be a thing that I love to do, is writing and teaching writing. Let's write about plants. Here is a Ficus lyrotica. Here's a Scindapsus pictus exotica. Write about this plant. Let's make a story about this plant.
Or a poem.
A poem about this plant. Honestly, I feel like that might be happening soon. And when it does, I will share it with you. I think I will. Poetry. Plant poetry.
Oh.
But I wanted to say thank you for your support and for watching my videos, because I do love posting and being here and talking about plants. And I love spending time with my plants and sharing it with you. I just feel like there's no greater pleasure or privilege than to take what you really truly love and adore and then share it with someone else. And knowing that you're out there watching my videos means a lot, and it's very enjoyable feeling to have that someone out there wants to watch me and enjoy it alongside with me. I absolutely appreciate that. So until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.